Hola! I am so glad today. I heard you did amazing in drawing those shapes. Last class. Did you get all those Spanish names for the shapes? Okay, let's review. Let's see. Um, Círculo. Ajá. Did you say cuadrado? Excelente. Rectángulo. That's right. And the last one. Triángulo. Muy bien. Okay, today I am so super excited because we're going to do art. Arte. And I just love art. This is one of the pieces that my oldest son made when he was about 8 years old. And I thought about it today. I just wanted to show you that anything you create is art. And you have to just let it flow as you do art. Don't worry about making mistakes. I always say that in art there's no mistakes because every single thing that you create is part of you, part of who you are. And even if you think, oh, I didn't want it like this, just erase, start over again, or even put some color to it. I normally don't erase when I'm doing art. So today we will talk about a very famous painter by the name of Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso was born in Spain, and he had a lot of different ways to showcase his art. But one of them that he developed himself was called Cubism. Can you say Cubism? Does it sound like coming from a cube? And it is. You know, the art form that he developed is to describe different objects and things in different perspectives, but using cubes and other geometrical shapes. So it was kind of strange at his time when he developed this because people were painting more realistic things, but he made something called abstract. He will paint something that really it was something but didn't quite look like it. It's called abstract. But it gave people the idea of what he wanted to project. But it was with shapes and cubes. And I mean, it was a lot of fun, but it was different. Did you catch the words that I've been using? Yes? Very good. I said fun. Go ahead and try that. Go ahead and try. Different. That's right. And we say painting. Yes, that's right. So those are three words that we learned today for sign language, right? So, okay. So, yes, I am excited because I love art in its different ways. So today, please bring your white paper out. Let's bring some Sharpies, and we're going to do this in 2 sessions. Today, we're only going to outline what we want to create. And next class, which is next week, we will actually color. So don't stress too much. We only want to worry about getting to understand where is Pablo Picasso from, how did he live when he was a child, and the type of art that he started creating, okay? He's no longer here, but he did leave a legacy of changes and that revolutionized art back in the day when he was born and when he was alive. So we want to get going. I know Pepita is super happy. She also loves art, so she can't wait to get to the art lesson. Are you ready? Okay, vámonos. Pablo Picasso was born in 1881 and died in 1973. He lived 139 years ago. Who was Pablo Picasso? Pablo Picasso was one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. Where was he from? Let's take a look at this map. Oh, the continents. He was from Malaga, Spain, in the continent of Europe. Although he lived most part of his life in France. actually in Paris. How did he learn to paint? His dad, who was an art teacher, taught him. That's amazing. What did he like to paint? He liked to paint with blue and green during his blue or sad period. He painted with blue because he was sad after his friend died. Can you show me the sign language for sad? Very good. Oh, that was sad. You can tell how the colors reflect that. When you're sad, do you paint or draw or color in those colors? Blue, maybe gray. But then he got happy and he started painting with pink, red, and orange during his rose period. Rose. Maybe he was in love, right? I don't know. He painted harlequins and clowns because he loved the circus. That tells you that he was fun. I can see a little bit of blue in here. Azul. Can you tell the emotions of the different people he painted? He also liked to paint in a style influenced by African masks during his African period. He went to a museum and got inspired by the African artwork. That tells you that he liked many cultures as well. Then he also liked to paint using irregular geometrical shapes during his Cubism period. He created Cubism style because he worked very hard to create something new and different. Can you see these different shapes? May not look so pretty. Back in the day, people were kind of shocked. But it's something that you can also imitate and create your own style. This one looks a little sad, that's right. Curiosities about Pablo Picasso. Let's find out a couple of things about him. His first word was pencil. What was your first word? Ask your parents. He completed his first painting at age of 9. You could do it too. He started to be known as an artist at the age of 21. He has about 1,100 stolen paintings. He burned some of his paintings to get warm because he moved to France and he was very cold and he was poor when he was younger. And there you have it, a summary of his life. Today we want to create a self-portrait, so we'll use the shapes that we learned last time. And for next class, you may use watercolors or crayons. Here we have, if you're going to use watercolors, you will need water. You will need a towel, paper towel, and you will need a brush. Let's use your pencil first to outline the first shape. Now, since it's a portrait, we want to do different shapes for the face. It could be you want to do an oval, or you want to do a square, and in a different piece of paper you can go ahead and draw the shape that you are thinking that your face should be. It could be a square, cuadrado, or circle, círculo, or óvalo. That's a new shape, óvalo. Can you say that? Óvalo. Okay, now let's bring it to the paper that we will use for our painting. Draw your oval, and your parents can help you do this. And then now we're going to get creative. We're going to first split in half. So you want to do a line across, and start by doing just a straight vertical line, and then let's bring a shape of a nose, and then direct it right into the chin. Then you want to work on your right side, and let's draw an oval for the eye. Now in Cubism we use different shapes, but they don't necessarily have to look like your face looks like. So if you want to put an eye on the top on one side and another eye on the bottom, that works for Cubism, which allows you to have a lot of creativity. And so, you know, just play with it. I mean, it doesn't have to look like as perfect as when you look at yourself in a mirror. So this is first the first eye. So we first want to draw an oval. Then let's bring the inside of the eye, the pupil, and then the inside is called the iris. Can you say that? In Español we say pupila y iris. El iris is iris. El iris. Okay, now we're going to draw some eyelashes, and it could be in any shape. It could be spirals, or it could be curved lines, curvy lines, or straight lines. It's up to you. Just play with it. I'm just going to do simple lines around the eye and underneath the eye. I know the girls probably do some curly eyelashes. Now you can, let's do the other eye. On the left side, like I said, you can put it on the bottom, and that will look actually pretty fun. And in this case, I just want to draw a triangle. And it's kind of an open eye. So in Cubism, we can do sideways, the eye sideways, or we can do it closed eyes or open. And let's do a big oval as well, ovalo, and the iris as well in a small oval. And I want you to learn 2 words in Espanol, since we're doing this big and small. For big, we say grande. Can you say grande? Muy bien. And for small, we say pequeño. Pequeño y grande. So we can relate that to our shapes. And now I'm going to draw an eyebrow on this side, and I'm going to just make it fun and zigzag line for the right eye. And for the left eye, I want to do something like a curvy line, like a half moon. Excellent. And now for the bottom, let's draw, we have a nose, right? So now, what are we going to do about the lips? Create a little triangle in there, a little curvy triangle, right? And a line in the middle, maybe with some vertical lines across to represent the teeth. And on the other side, remember how it doesn't have to be exactly the same way. So I'm just going to do a different lip shape on the other side, maybe closed mouth. You can draw whatever way you like it. And now I'm going to draw the neck and the shoulders, and then bring a line maybe for your shirt. It's a zigzag line. Okay, so I'm just trying to think about the hair. So in my sketch paper, I'm going to just draw how I want my hair to look like. It could be, for you, could be zigzag lines or spiky hair, or play with it, maybe a mohawk, I don't know. Something that appeals to you. Okay, so I think for me, I want to do a straight hair going down like that in a little curvy shape on the bottom, and maybe just bring it up like this. And you don't have to worry how it's gonna look like, because remember, you're going to later on put some color in it. And this, for me, I like the curvy lines on the end of the hair. Maybe some dots just for fun. Excellent. Excelente. Wow. I hope you're having lots of fun. You can draw with me, or you feel free to pause the video as well once you've seen it all, and then play with it. You know, when I had my kids with me being young, I would paint with them, and I would make my own creation, and then we can compare it. So in case you are working with your mom or your dad, or maybe someone that is watching you, you can paint with them too. I'm going to do some dots just for fun. Círculos pequeños. Okay, and so far that's it. Wow. Did you like that? Did you like it? I know I did. I don't want you to take any picture of your work right now. Just relax. What I want you to do, though, is start thinking about what ideas you want to put in that basic thing that you created today. Okay, the basic art you did today, just start thinking, what do you want to see inside? Because you're going to be able to put many different geometrical shapes in it, whether it is triángulo, cuadrado, rectángulo, y círculo. Okay, and next time I see you, we're going to start putting color in it. So just enjoy yourself, okay? Have a good weekend and take care. Adios.